are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. About 25 minutes or 25 minutes late, or 25 minutes late, or 21 minutes late. 21 minutes late in the day. Sorry about that. I was headed home from church. I got to talking at church, and well, I was. You would think that I wouldn't have anything to say to anybody ever, right? Because I don't know. I don't like to talk much. Well, I got to talking to people at church. Facial interaction is the most important part of a conversation, other than the fact that I'm with you, my friends and fans, that I can look out there and know that you're looking back here at me, and I can have facial recognition with each and every one of you. It's also nice to have facial recognition with folks of one mind at your church, and that's where I was today, and that's what happened to me. That's why I'm running a little behind times. But that's all right. We got some birthday shout outs. Today is Sunday, March the 6th, 2022. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to John Heberer. And so, without further ado, I got a birthday song for you. I said, hey, John. Hey, it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You're a 1 year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, John, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday a day today. I said, it's your happy birthday a day today. Happy birthday to you, John, and have many, many, many more. Hey, you know what, folks? I did not have time to research and find out who all my friends are. I know my Pokey Pal. I could probably add that one in there right now. Uh, Wake up, Pokey Pal. Correct, Okie. Choose to cap that. Cap that. Amanda S. Period. Little. Correct ask. S. Go to sleep. Okay, there we go. That's back in there now. That's my Pokey Pal, Amanda Sue Little. She's always on here, and then Lori might show up here shortly. I threw a shout out to her to let her know that I was on the air live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Home of the first state capital, that is, back in 1821 to 1826. Yes, sir. This here was also the home trodden area of Daniel Boone. That's why you've got Boone's Lick Trail or Boone's Lick Road out there on the south end of St. Charles on Main Street there. Not exactly the south end, just kind of up near the south end of Riverside Drive over there is Boone's Lick Road. Now, Boone's Lick was a salt lick found out in Boone County. And, well, you wanted to find that salt lick, you'd take Boone's Lick Road or trail at the time to find your way out to the salt lick. Well, not only that, it was the start of the Oregon Trail, and it was also the start of the other trail. Two of them started off of there, off of Boone's Lick Road, because that was just the direction that they were going. So there you have it. Started right here in St. Charles, Missouri. This would be the last trading post that you would leave. Usually they like to say St. Louis, Missouri was the last trading post that you would leave, but St. Charles was pretty regular about it. That's like when they talk about the Discovery tour of Discovery. That would be when the Lewis and Clark expedition they take out in St. Louis, Missouri, but it's the at that point it would be the I said it a second ago, something of Discovery, the adventure, whatever. It would be their trail of discovery would be known from there. From St. Louis, they started out this way, but Clark didn't join the group until here in St. Charles, Missouri, and that was when it became the Lewis and Clark Expedition. There's the word I was the expedition trail, the expedition trail. Just I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't Lewis and Clark until they left here in St. Charles, Missouri, and then it was Lewis and Clark Expedition. There you have it. There you know. Now you know. Now you're wise. Brought it up to you out of a disguise. Here you all thought I was just some schmo on the show, but no, there's some intelligence behind that man. Psst. Well, y'all ought to known it. See right there above those glasses and between the eyebrow line and the hairline. See those things there? Those are not, some folks refer to them as wrinkles. I do not have a wrinkle one in my entire body. I have wisdom lines. Each and every one of those little crevices is wisdom. There's a bunch of it crammed in there. I'm telling you. I digress. There's more of it in there there's so much of it in there that it spews out and gets me confused of what I'm talking about. So half the time I'll start a conversation and get about halfway through it and forget what I was even talking about in the first place. And so I went on one little hunting trip to another. Bunny trails, if you will. Looks like it's time for our weather, and our weather is going to be brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is located at 2054 Campus Drive here in St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Yes, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church has a 11 a.m. Sunday services, and we try to clean it out there by 1 o'clock. And anyway, it was done at 1, but I didn't get away from there at 1. And so my refreshing word experience was up to like 1:30 or something like that today. Because actually it was a little later than that. I had about 10 minutes to get from there to here when I finally got in the car and got ready to go. So, oh no, my weather thing is sliding all over the place. So if it looks like I'm looking over here at an angle and I'm trying to concentrate, I am. Okay, nothing. My weather just kind of moved around on me. I know what I really need, but I'll have to fix that myself later. Any hoot nanny, here's your weather forecast for the remainder of the day. 55 cloudy skies with occasional rain showers. Highs around 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. With heavy rains early and then remaining cloudy with showers overnight. Low temperatures of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation 100%. 1 to 2 inches of rain expected locally, and heavy rainfall is quite possible. Well, 1 to 2 inches dumped out all at one time is heavy rainfall, I would think, wouldn't it? All right. Anyway, that being said, I was going to say something about that. Hey, you wouldn't expect me to get out and go to church today, would you? Because of the temperatures. Done it anyway. I bundled up with a coat. I put on a coat today, and I went out in this coldness and weather, and I went out to church. So if I was to catch myself a cold or a flu, I would be infested with COVID. Don't you know it? Because that's what their tests confirm. COVID test confirms that your cold or your flu is COVID, and it's not. So spring fever. It's a spring cold because of the change in weather. The forecast is up or down. Don't you know? Alrighty then. Anyway, for tomorrow, Tuesday or Monday, March the 7th, cloudy skies with high temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then a few clouds from time to time with low temperatures. Bye bye. Have a blessed day. You are quite welcome. Well, a few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, March the 8th, let's see what else we got going on here. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. How about this thing? What do we got going on over here? That's on. Oh, the levels are all messed up. That's what's going on. We'll fix it. There we go. 1, 2, testing. Boom, boom, ba boom. I like it better that way. Don't you like it better that way? I do. Anyway, here we go. Microphone levels were all off. Didn't sound right to me. Anyway, here we go. Tuesday, March the 8th, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Highs in the morning, sunshine in the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon. High temperatures of 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable, south to southwest at 4 miles per hour. Cloudy early with partial clearing expected later in the day. Low temperatures of 31 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. And then for as far as Wednesday, March the 9th, sunny skies with high temperatures of 54 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour for Wednesday, March the 9th. And then how about Thursday? Thursday, March the 10th, sunshine and clouds mixed together with high temperatures of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then rain showers early in the morning, mixed with snow showers late at night. Temperatures are only going to be around 27 early in the evening. Yeah, rain showers early in the evening, mixed with snow showers late at night. Low temperatures around 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chances of precipitation, 50 degrees. Oh, there you go. And then as far as Friday, our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, occasional snow showers with temperature. Oh, Friday, March the 11th. Occasional snow showers, temperatures near steady in the low to mid 30s. Winds northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of snow 40%. 1 to 3 inches of snow is expected. Considerable cloudiness early during the days or during the night. Some decrease in clouds later on at night. Low temperatures of 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So there you have it. There's your forecast for the next 5 days. We got rain today. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, snow. So there you go. I don't know what to tell you about this weather forecast. It's just doing its own thing, don't you know? All right, let's see. Oh, I was going to use it. Vaccine commercial. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. The gal is on there and she's talking about how she had COVID and then she got out of the hospital and her hair started falling out. And she was in the shower just crying and crying because she had her hair fell out because she had the COVID. And then the spokesperson comes on and they say the COVID, quote unquote, COVID professional, the knowledgeable COVID information provider says even the lightest forms of COVID can cause residuing side effects such as loss of hair, loss of taste, congestion of chests, uh, blood blood vessels, not blood vessels, heart murmurs, blood clots in your system. And so the best way to around that is to get the COVID vaccine, where they inject you with the COVID and you get a mild case of COVID. And didn't she just say at the beginning of her conversation, I mean, at the beginning of her uh, commercial, even the slightest, mildest form of COVID can give you all these residue side effects, and yet they tell you to get injected with the stuff so that you definitely get it, and it'll be a mild form of COVID. And didn't she just say a mild form can leave all these residues? And if you get the stuff, you're going to get COVID anyway. COVID vaccine does not keep you from getting COVID. They say so right there on the package. They tell you right there up front. Oh, so if I get this shot, I don't have to worry about getting COVID. Oh, no. We're not saying that. Well, then what is a vaccine for? Tell me that. It's to keep you from getting sick, right? Right. Wrong. It's to inject you with a little bit, is what they say. A little bit of a certain type of flu virus, a little bit of a certain type of virus. Well, in this case, it's a concoction of several different viruses, and it breaks down your immune system so that you have to have a booster shot to open the door. That one opens the door for all kinds of other COVID viruses, stages of COVID, like COVID-19 or whatever, next level up of COVID. But if you have had COVID and your body fought it off, don't go and get a vaccine. You don't have to. It's your body has already learned how to fight off the COVID. And not only that, your body has picked up the all the strands of COVID that it's going to have. And so there won't be another strand that your body won't know how to fight. If you have taken the vaccine, on the other hand, it's got your body's system, vaccine, the what is it that it causes you to have? It's got your see, I told you there's so much junk in my brain that I have trouble keeping track of where I started off when I started off with it. Your immune system is all stressed out because it's going in all kinds of directions, trying to learn how to fight all kinds of different things instead of just one. And the one that it needs to learn how to fight stops all the rest of them. By the way, those weather temperatures up and down. Remember, like I said earlier, cold and flu season. Don't let them tell you that you've got COVID if you've got a cold or a flu. It can be fought with Robitussin or also the any one of those cold and flu medicines. You can set at home and you can get yourself some lemon juice and brandy and make you a little hot toddy just to get rid of it. All right. Hey, I ain't got nobody coming in and talking to me yet here. I'm already almost 20 minutes into the program. Looks like I could do What's Going On. And What's Going On is going to be brought to you right this minute by Seasonal Wreaths. That's right, Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. That's right, Jamie O'Driscoll has a Facebook page called Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie, which shows off her decorative, very crafty skills. And, well, she's quite the crafty gal. So check out her Facebook page. Check out the decorations that she can make with her arts and crafts skills to have seasonal wreaths, football season, golf season, baseball season. you got St. Patrick's Day coming up, which is going to be next week, so that'd be kind of short notice. But you got Easter coming up and a few others, so just be prepared. Go on over there to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. Defiance, Missouri is going to be having their St. Patrick's Day Festival on March the 12th. That'll be next weekend coming up. And that will be, they're going to have a 5K walk and run. They're going to have a parade running from at noon from Defiance Ridge Vineyards down through the town of Defiance. And then following the parade, they are going to have live music from Seventh Planet Band and food and drinks and food and drink vendors and much, much more. So come on down. It'll be downtown Defiance at 2886 Highway 94 South, Defiance, Missouri, 63341. Featuring that 4K run walk at, I don't know what time 10 a.m. is when they're going to start that. So might want to get down there a little early. Now, I'm not going to go down for the run walk because, well, I don't do either one. And I'm not going no 5K because my chair goes 11 miles and then I got to turn around and go back. And that's if I'm on the new batteries. And I'm not. Definitely not on the new batteries right now. I'm on the winter batteries. And the winter batteries, are dead already. I mean, you charge them up and you got about, I don't know, 12 miles on them maybe. And I mean, is that right? 12 miles. My other one, 22 miles. 22 miles on a full charge, and you can go 11 miles one way and turn around and come back 11 miles. Well, winter batteries, you're lucky to get 3 blocks. You have to keep going. You got to go and stretch them out, work them out to where they're back to going the 11 or the 22 miles. And generally speaking, after the 3rd or 4th year of having the batteries, they're brainwashed into believing that they're only supposed to work for 7 miles or 8 miles. So there you have it. St. Patrick's Day Parade from March the 17th at 4 p.m. here in St. Charles, Missouri. This one's going to be brought to you by Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet. This here event, they're located at 416 South Main Street. So come on and check them out at 416 South Main Street. And that just means that they are south of First Capitol Drive. And so if you hook a ride at First Capitol, they're down there where the little red Chinese restaurant is, across from the church. And then also used to be a donut shop there, and it's them now. Okay. So go down there, and they got this real cool sign up over the top that says thrift store. So, or secondhand, I don't know. Let me see what it says. I'll just go right over here on the Facebook and take a look, see, because I'm in a group. I'm in a group with them, Helping Hands Thrift Shop and One Closet. It says resale. That's what that sign says, way up at the top. I'm wondering if they're still looking for people. They were. New members, Megan Burnett is a new member over there to Thrift Shop. If you go to Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet on Facebook, you can join the join the group. VIP group is what they are. So you just join the VIP group and you can get discounts. You can also get to see updates and whatnots on whether or not Bev is in or what's going on. And their normal hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Anyway, that St. Patrick's Day parade is going to be March the 17th at 4 p.m., starting from the Art Foundry parking lot, which is not the one that's over on Riverside, but the one that's between the ACF operations building and the ACF Art Foundry Foundry Art Center. Anyway, family friendly event celebrating Irish heritage and the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. The parade is hosted by the city of St. Charles, Missouri, and the Ancient Order of the Hibernians, which are, I don't know what a Hibernie is. Maybe it's a leprechaun. Don't you know? Find your pot of gold. Anyway, free. Free to come and join the parade. Bring the kids, let them collect candy and all that junk when they throw out stuff. All right. All right. That's St. Patrick's Day parade here in St. Charles on Main Street, 4 p.m. They're going to be taking off out of the parking lot there, running down South Main Street, down towards from North Main Street to South Main Street, and turning left just before South Main Street. So they'll be turning left on First Capitol, so they won't exactly get to South Main Street. They'll only be half ones, only on half of the street there, on the Main Street, South Main Street side. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. They're going to turn left there. They're going to go down Riverside Drive, and it's going to be about 14,000 feet or something like that. So there you go. Oh, there you have it. Oh, there you be. A happy, 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 happy feet. I said, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, a happy feet. Let's see, what was that song they were singing when I walked in the door? I walked in the door to the church galore. Oh, they were singing a song that said so much more. I wanted to sing it from the top of my lungs. Well, I sang hallelujah. Oh, Lord, I sang hallelujah. I don't know what the song they were singing was, but hallelujah, I have fun. I went into the church door and I saw the Reverend on stage, and he was playing like a ball. He was playing guitar, and they was playing the drums, playing the old bass too, and they was making the noise from the internal soul, and it was coming out beautiful. Don't you know? It was a peaceful gathering. It was a peaceful gathering. How's about? It was. No, not joy to the world. Oh, joy to the world. All the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. And joy to you and me. Well, I don't know. I think I lost Lori. I know for something or other. I don't know whatever happened to Happy Sunny Day Girl, but she's gone. I don't know. Maybe I said the wrong things to the wrong people at some sort of time. I don't know what it was, but that's okay. I digress. Hey, this show's for you and me. And if you don't like what I said, hey, there is an off switch on the TV. I do it for fun. I just like to come out and have fun, do my thing. You know, I don't mean to offend anyone. If I say something that offended you, just chalk it up as the goofy guy on TV that has no idea or clue what he's talking about. Okay. Alrighty. You know what I haven't looked up in a long time was the numbers for the COVID at all. World population. Current world population is 7,931,664,781 to 85, 87, 88, 89, 94, 95, 7, 99, 8, 800. Okay, we'll go with that. 7,931,664,781 664,800. That's how many whatchamacallits people are living in the world right now. And we can go up here and hit the current coronavirus update. And the deaths are 6 million, or not even 6 million. What am I talking? 6 million. That'd be a big old number, wouldn't it? The death rates are, come on, get over there. My mousey ain't playing fair. It's not tracking. 6,000, 18, no, 6,018,473 deaths. So, due to coronavirus. And I don't know if that's as of today, COVID. Maybe this year. It's probably this year. But anyway, 44 million, 446,294,269 cases of COVID right now. And so we could do the math, we could figure it out, but I think it's something like 8.64% of the population don't get COVID, don't have it, or if they've ever had it, they didn't know it. So, but even the mildest forms can cause side effects, residual side effects. Anyway, that being said, a friend of mine called me the other day and I missed the call. It was Craig. I'll have to call you back one of these days here shortly, Craig, because, well, I missed it. That's what I did. By the way, you're behind the clock by 2 minutes. Better get back in there, boy. They'll be beating on you. They'll be beating on your car door saying, get in here, Craig. We can't run this corporation without you. He used to be a bookbinder. He was a bookie, a bookmaker, but not anymore. Not anymore. I got an itch behind my ear, and I'm just not having any luck with it. So anyway, I digress. How about story time for the kids? Hey, kids, it's TV Grandpa, and we're going to tell you a story. So why don't you jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head, and let TV Grandpa lull you to sleep. Well, with a story from TV Grandpa. We're going to bring up a story from out of the Bible, and we're going to talk about the Sower of Seeds. That's right, he's the farmer guy. And the farmer guy, he sows his seeds, and he wants everybody to be able to eat. But to sow them seeds, you got to know where to sow them. You've got to know where to sow them. Know when to plant them. Know what side of the road they fall and where you're going to eat. You better not trample those seeds down with the soles of your feet, because when it comes to harvest, there won't be none to eat. You've got to know where to sow them. Where you sowed them, know when to pick them. When to pick them, know when to. Oh, anyway, here I go. I digressed again. Anyway, TV Grandpa getting ready to tell you a story. Here we go. While Jesus was with his disciples and went around teaching to all the crowds who came to hear him, he often spoke in parables. A parable isn't a true story. It's a story that Jesus made up to teach a lesson. It is a true story, but it's not. Okay, it's a story that is a relationship story. Makes you think of something else. So anyway, a parable is a story that is told to make you think of something else. So have you ever heard of the story of Goldilocks and the three bears? Well, there's not really three bears, are also the three little pigs. These stories are easy to remember and just like a parable. And so Jesus tells them, and he told the people that something that they would remember. And that's why he talked about, and that's why he told parables instead of straight learning lessons. The difference between children's stories and parables is that that children's stories are to make believe bears, because bears don't really talk, and they don't even live in houses, and neither do pigs. But while the story Jesus told wasn't real stories either, they were about real life things, and they were for adults and didn't have cartoons to make believe characters like the three little big pigs and the three bears, Goldilocks and the three bears. Now, that's okay, because even though you are young, you can learn these stories too. And now they show us how to act towards others and how to please God, and they teach us things about what heaven is like and how we can live with Him someday. Now, after Jesus told a parable, He would explain what it meant, but He only explained what it meant to the people that were his real friends and really wanted to know him better. An example of a longer parable is the one about the farmer, and it goes something like this. Jesus had gone out, and he sat down by the lake and by himself. Soon, such a large crowd gathered up around him, and he got into a boat near the shore, and the people stood on the land to hear him. Then he began telling them parables. Well, a farmer went out to plant all his grain garden, and as he was throwing the seeds on the ground, some of them fell on the hard path near by, and the birds came and they ate them all up. And then the next seeds fell near some rocks, and the farmer had in a pile over there. And well, was not much dirt around that the rocks, and so the seeds started to sprout and grow. And the next day, when the seeds weren't planted in the dirt, when the sun came out, it just burnt up all the roots, and well, they died. So anyway, in the afternoon, when the sun was very hot, the little plants that started to grow among the rocks, it withered away and they died because they had no roots in the ground. And then as the farmer continued to throw the seeds onto the ground, some of the seeds fell among the weeds and the thorns, and that didn't help him either, because he didn't pull out them plants, and so there they are, weeds and thorns full of seeds. Well, the thorns grew faster and taller than the weeds than the seeds did, and so the seeds couldn't get any sunlight and were choked out by the thorns. And then finally, some seeds fell on the good soil that the farmer had already dug up and worked out, and got all the stones out of the way, got all the clots out of the way, mud clots and stuff, dirt clots, and he had it all fixed up where he had turned it over with the shovel, and he worked it with the hoe, and he had it all smoothed out with the rake. And the seeds fell right into place, and they planted in there, and they started to grow. That was where they could grow. That's right. And they made beautiful plants, and those plants produced lots and lots of vegetables. Well, after Jesus told the parable, the disciples asked what it meant. And he knew that they would really listen, and he wanted to get to know him better. And so he told them what it meant. And so it goes something like this here. Just like when you are listening to the Sunday school teacher, your parents or your pastor, they're trying to tell you more about God and about how to get to heaven someday. Now, when they talk to you about these things, they are planting a tiny pretend seed in your brain. And well, the seed is a story about Jesus. And as you learn more and as you learn more and more, all right, sorry, I'm trying to fall asleep again. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Do, do, dum, do, do, dum, do, do, dum. Well, anyway, when they talk to you about something, they are planting little tiny seeds in your brain. And those tiny seeds will grow up to teach you how to become a Christian, better to teach you how to become a Christian. And that way you can love God and God will love you back and he will be good to you and you will be good to him. Now, if you hear them talking about Jesus but don't understand, you need to ask the questions. And if you don't understand, ask. Uh, don't ask. If you don't ask, you will never find out what you learned or what you were supposed to learn when they told you the story in the first place. Like seeds that we fall on the path. There were like where am I? I done it again. Fell asleep again. All right. Anyway, seeds from your mind, and it will grow. Sometimes you might learn something about God, and you will be excited about it, and but you didn't learn any more. Well, it helps to read the Bible stories and pray and go to church if you can. And if you don't do any of these things, you won't have a good friendship with God. And so drag out the Bible and say, here, read this so that you can get more of the word. And so if you don't learn more about God, and the pretend seed in your mind won't grow very well. And well, it will be like the seeds that fell on the rocks. It grew only for a short time and then it died. And the next seed is the one that was choked out by the thorns. Well, this can happen too when you hear a lesson about God and it actually clicks in your head. You start by about to do it again. Oh, sorry. I didn't go to sleep. I didn't. Anyway, sometimes you might learn something about God, but you will be excited about it. And then you don't learn anymore. And so you forgot what you did learn. And therefore, you didn't get a chance to let that seed grow into a plant so that it could feed other people. The next seed is the one that was choked out by the thorns. And that can happen too when you hear a lesson about God and then you start to worry about all kinds of other things. Now, you might worry about your parents or your friends, or if you have all the cool stuff that everybody else has and you don't have it. Well, by worrying, you choke out the pretend seed in your brain too. But pray to God instead of worrying. And then the last seed is the seed that fell on all that good work that the farmer done to all the good dirt, and they got it all ground up and smooth and everything. Well, this is the good ground. And if it falls on the good ground, then what that means is you will learn from what you hear in Sunday school or in church, and the seed in your mind will grow, and you will be able to tell others about how great God is, and God will be a good friend to you. Instead of growing a garden, you will be helping others to know God and making heaven grow with more people in there. And that is the um, TV story time with TV Grandpa. There ain't nobody over there to yell at me to keep me awake. So anyway, now it's time for our Daily Bread portion of the program. And the Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2022 is going to be Deuteronomy 1 through 2 and Mark 10, 1 through 31. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2022 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, tongue-tied in prayer. Tongue-tied in prayer. I bet you that's a speaking of tongues. That's where somebody is sitting there trying to tell you something and they fall asleep and then they are gone. That's tongue-tied in prayer. No, that's just tired, tongue-tied in prayer. And we're going to be reading Romans 8:22 through 27. That's Romans 8:22 through 27. And so without further ado, I will be reading Romans 8:22 through 27. We know that the whole creation has been groaning as the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. Not only so, but we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption to sonship in redemption of our bodies. And so, for in the hopes that we were saved by hope, that is seen is no hope at all. That is seen is no hope at all. And who hopes for what they are already have? But if we hope for what we do not have, we wait for it in patiently. So if you don't have hope, then you can't have hope. And if you've already got something, why would you hope for more of that? You should hope for what you do not have. Now, in the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weaknesses. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And He who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God. And so there you have it. That was Romans 22, or 8:22 through 27, which is the Daily Bread portion of the program brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2022. All right, your friend Shenandoah is really tired, and so I've got one song for you, and it goes like this. Oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go to sleep. Oh, goodbye, my friends. It's the time to go to sleep. Oh, bo. I hate to leave you, but I really must go to sleep. Oh, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Yawny. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. But I tell you, I'm really tired. I'm going to back on out of here. That's it. That's the Shen Show in the bag. We're done. We're gone. We're out. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me again tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here. And I hope that you are too.